Sometimes life is dealt a certain way, you get a certain hand. Some people choose to hang up their gloves and retire. Others choose to go into retirement. You know what I mean? What I choose is they dealt me a hand. And in poker, you get your hand, you have the right to fold your hand and have them deal you another one. Well, the hands they've been dealing me, the price that I pay when I lose has been very, very costly. It cost me 17 years of my life in prison. It cost me my family, my loved ones. It cost me my wife, my children, my grandchildren. It cost a lot, a whole lot. In the beginning, they never told me that this is what's going to happen, when you go about living your lifestyle in this fashion. Like I've shared before, I wasn't given the choice to say, hey, you want to be a fireman, you want to be a police officer, you want to be a lawyer. I don't sit up here and complain or cry over spilled milk. But the thing about it is that I was never given that option. The only option I was given was, this is how you're going to be. This is what you do. You do not tell. You know what I mean? You hold your water. They gave me so many rules when I was a young man that, a lot of them I took with me and they helped me through life. Honestly, I didn't think that I was going to live past 21 because of the fact that the lifestyle I chose, where I lived at, how many fools were out to get me for things that I did to them in the past. I didn't feel that I was going to live past 21. And when 21 came, 22 came, 23 came. Then when I hit about 28, realization started to come. Like they peeled the layers off my eyes, I started to see things for what they really were. I started to see that no matter how much shit I did on the streets or how much work I put in or how many dudes I hurt, really I didn't get that credit. Somebody else was getting that credit. Someone else was getting all the credit when I was putting in all the work, And like I said, when I turned 28, 29 years old, I came to the realization that, what is gangbanging all summed up to be? What did I benefit out of it? You know what I benefit? My reputation. Your reputation exceeds you. What I mean by exceeds you is it gets bigger than what you actually put out there. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, I've been to places where I drove up and everything was cool and I thought, oh man, I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna keep it real low. Nobody knows me. I'm gonna go under the radar. Hell nah. Took one dude to recognize me, him to fucking put it out there, throw it out there, and then everything's put on my lap. And responsibility, being a leader, big responsibility. Everybody's pointing their finger. What I noticed is everybody's pointing their finger. Oh, you can't do that. Like, you're not human. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel no one's perfect. You know what I'm saying? I try to do things as best I can to get it to perfection, but a lot of dudes are there to criticize you. It's mainly in the gang realm. Everybody wants to be the hood star. Everybody wants to be the dude with the biggest gun, the dude with the biggest dope. The guy with the biggest sack has the best bitch. Has the best woman, has a nice car. I did all that. My dream was to drive a Mercedes Benz. Today I drive a Mercedes Benz, and believe me, I'd give that car back in a minute just to get another car, because the simple fact that I thought I was gonna cruise, look good. At 50 years old, I'm figuring I'm gonna cruise, I'm gonna look good. Again, 50 years old, I'm a grandfather, The thing that sticks in my head is what my little girl told me one time. Are you done yet? No. She said, I asked you that when I was a little girl if you were done. You said no. When I was gonna be an adult, I asked you again if you were done. You said no. Now I'm gonna ask you one more time. You're a grandfather. You're not just my father. You're not just somebody's dad. You're a grandfather. Are you done yet? Nah, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet for the simple fact that, like I shared before, the hardest thing for me to get rid of is my attire. I try to switch it up and, maybe some days dress real nice and clean, other days dress regular, and then other days just working on a car, whatever, my bike, whatever, and I just stay dirty, man. And, recently, I never ever read the comments on these videos that I've been doing, because the fact that, a constructive criticism, I'm not too good at accepting it. I know what it kind of pertains around, but I'm not too good at accepting it because, it hurts. I put out there love hurts, period. Love hurts me really bad. I try to stay away from it. I don't have a woman right now. I have no relationships right now because of the fact that Love hurts. It hurts so much that I just want to stay as far away as possible of it as I can. But just recently, I went and read the comments. And I get up here and I speak the real, I speak the truth. Got no reason to lie, bullshit anybody because of the fact that there's guys that know me everywhere and come and do a video up here and tell you if I was full of shit. You know what I mean? Well, I read the comments and never ever have I felt that type of love, respect, and admiration ever since I've been a child. You know what I mean? I don't remember it in no other part or realm in my life. I read those comments and I'm gonna be honest, I shed a tear for the simple fact that I didn't know that the words that I share with people or the stories that I've told people pertain to them. I mean, I don't know what's working. I don't know if it's a higher power or if it's some people, God, Jesus, whatever. I don't know what it is, but those comments alone, they've boosted my morale, my self-esteem, most of all my self-respect, because I thought people were gonna get up there and be like, you're full of shit, you're a fucking liar. You know what I mean? No one lives like that. I'm here to tell you, yeah, there's people that live like that. I live like that. I live like that every day of my life. I've shared with you up here that I don't look over my shoulder. Believe me, I have always inside me the feeling to look over my shoulder. But why? Why would I look over my shoulder? For what? You know what I mean? A dude could shoot at me and I could dive to the floor and he can hit me in my head. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't look over my shoulder, and I've heard dudes discuss that and say that before, guys that I've discussed that see my interviews and stuff, and they got questions and they want to ask me, and they always ask me, why don't you look over your shoulder? I just feel comfortable walking down the street, not having to look over my shoulder, because the only time I did look over my shoulder when I was on the run, on parole, absconding, running from the cops. I've been beat up so bad by the parole officers, you wouldn't believe the way they beat you up. For the simple fact that he got mad because I threw a pack of Pampers on him. You know what I mean? We're at the bus stop, he tried to get me, I threw the Pampers on him, and I took off running. They beat me really bad, bruised my ribs. I couldn't get up for a week and a half. You know what I mean? And they took me to the federal building. Didn't even take me to the state building, took me to the federal building. You know what I mean? And want to ask me all kinds of questions and put me under the microscope. And, I share that because, a lot of young dudes that are out here, they want to be, gang member. They want to be with the business and all that. It's all fine and dandy, but you have to remember there's always a flip side to the other side of the coin, man. And that other side is very, 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 very dirty, very scandalous. You know what I mean? It's like people will use you like a stepping stone just to get to where they want to go without no understanding for your family, your loved ones, anything. They don't care about who gets hurt when they hurt you. No one really cares about that. You know what I mean? I was right here for like 5 years, right here in Skid Row, and I got myself out a few months back. You know what I mean? And when I got out of here, you know what I mean? There was a little part of me that missed this. It wasn't the part of getting high. It wasn't the part of running around all night in the streets. What it was is the feeling to be needed. And what I mean to be needed is, if you're the dope man, well, then you're always needed. You know what I mean? You can get information from people from dope. You can have them tell you whatever you want to know. But what I get back to is to feel needed. See, a lot in my life recently, I haven't been needed. My children didn't need me. My ex-wife didn't need me. My girlfriend didn't need me. But I wanted the feeling to feel needed. And, getting back to these comments that I read, that's what these videos have made me feel, like I'm needed. They get up there and the first words are, man, I love you, Johnny. That fucking blows me out the water. Like, this person don't even know me over a cold bowl of mush. Never has passed me in traffic. Never have we made eye contact and said hello. But this person, along with 100 other people, are talking about, we love you, bro. I love you, bro. I can't wait until the next one of your videos, You know what I mean? Get that mark, man. Tell him to put another one up there, man. You know what I mean? I wait all week long. I go to work, bust my ass, but when I get home at night, first thing I go to is Mark's channel. You know what I mean? I'm looking. Honestly, I'm looking for you. You know what I mean? And you know, other individuals, but mainly, you know, they're speaking to me and they're telling me, I'm looking for you, bro. You know what I mean? I want to hear what you got to say. And I didn't feel that I was getting up here sharing anything extraordinary, you know what I mean? Anything like mind blowing, you know, but I have to understand as well within myself that a person's gonna perceive my story any way they choose to perceive it. You know what I mean? There's gonna be one person out of it always that says, what the fuck did he say? Didn't hear a thing. Man, the message was probably for that person. You know what I mean? But, you know, like I said, everybody perceives it different. You know what I'm saying? I read some of the, I look at some of the stories and I hear people speaking, you know, and I know a lot of people get up here and speak from their heart. And it's heartfelt because I've been there. I've been in those situations that they're in. You know what I mean? I've been with women slinging them on the streets. You know what I mean? I didn't call myself a pimp, but I was slinging women. I was slinging dope. You know, I felt that as long as I can make myself a product of that environment, then I will always be comfortable, regardless of where I'm at, how much money I have. As long as I can make myself a part of that environment and become a part of it, well, then I'll be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And once I wanted to be comfortable and I made myself a product of that environment, I didn't know that I was setting myself up for a downfall. Every time they tell me, you get dope, you go out there and sling it, you get busted, you get out, you get dope again, you sling it, you get busted, you do that repeatedly or repetitious. What is that saying? Is it saying that I'm in the right frame of mind? How am I in the right frame of mind if I'm going out doing something, expecting different results, but I get the same result? And I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? I'll go to jail, get clean, work out, get out, healthy as fuck again, and then do the same thing again, expecting a different result. I told you I've been there. Big screen TV, badass woman, badass apartment, all that shit. And I'm sitting there telling myself, this is not supposed to be me. I'm not supposed to be successful. This isn't part of my life. You know what I mean? And that was the first thing I did, knocking myself. You know, and I share that with a lot of youngsters out there because, you know, you'll get to that point where you'll feel that you're the man, homie. I've been there, dog. I've been there. I don't get up and put nobody's name or any kind of organization or any kind of group of people, but I get up here and speak about myself, shit that I have done, situations that I've been in, shit that I've run. I'm not getting up here and saying I'm anybody. No, inside I still feel special and I still feel that I'm somebody. Me, myself, you know what I mean? That's from the comments I read, you know, the opportunity that you have given me, Mark, to be up here and speak my mind freely. Freely. You know, I've seen a lot of interviews where you have to shoot questions to these people and you have to, you know, keep them going. Me, I just keep it going because it's the honest truth. It's what I'm sharing with you. All this has transpired in my life. There's so much more that has taken place, you know what I mean? But I have to be very careful that I don't give a story and involve someone else that doesn't want no involvement with this. You know, my grandmother told me a long time ago, if you do something, you get away with it. Why are you gonna go talk about it again? It's like doing it all over again. Why in the fuck did you do it in the first place? If you wanted to get away with it, when you talk about it again, it's like redoing it all again, and you're giving up vital information. You're liable to get busted. You know what I mean? And you know, I went with that all my life, and it's worked. It's worked for me. You know what I mean? I don't know if it works for anybody else, but you know, when I get up there and I hear the videos and people are talking, and I hear them, and then I hear you ask a question, I'm like, wait up. I was doing an interview. You know, an interview is you're giving an interview, and I'm a strong believer that I don't want to lose you through the interview. I don't want to have you yawning, want to change the channel, go to another dude. No, I want you on the edge of your seat every time. I want you to sit there and hear what I got to share with you. You know what I mean? What I got to share with you, where this came from, years and years of my family's preparation for all my cousins, all my brothers. You know, we're all lined up. This is what you're going to be. You're going to be a gang member, and there's nothing else. I get up there and share this with people because, you know, honestly, people could say, oh, no, you're full of shit, man. You could be anything you want. Okay, I'll give you that. But now if you got a gang of adults that are your family members that you rely on, that you trust and love and put your life on the line for, then why wouldn't you believe anything they're telling you? Why wouldn't you believe that, hey, you're going to get these tattoos, you're going to go to jail, you know what I mean? You're going to be from this gang and that's what's going to happen. Why wouldn't I believe them? They're all I got. They're all I know. They're the only ones that give me vital information that's going to pertain to my life. And when they told me this is what you're going to be, this is what you're going to do, that's all I felt I was going to do or I was going to be. Yeah, I went to school. I went to school and took some classes, some courses, different shit. You know what I mean? Dialectical behavior thinking, chain analysis, all this shit. Mind mapping. I took all these classes, but never in my life has anybody prepared me in a way that my family prepared me. And believe me, Mark, they're upset. There's a few of them out there of my family members that are really upset because they heard these videos and they see me up here telling the fucking truth, letting people know what kind of individuals they are. Because you don't tell a 10, 11-year-old kid that they're going to be a gang member, they're going to be nothing else. No one has that right in the world to tell an individual that, let alone a child. You know what I'm saying? I told you a few minutes ago, I've never felt this type of love ever since I've been a kid. Why? Because I was never given that type of love. The type of love I was given was hard fucking love. This is the kind of love you're getting. Take it or leave it, but this is the kind you're gonna get. You're not gonna get anything else. You know what I mean? And they're upset, man. Believe me, half of them don't talk to me. Half of them, they don't want to speak to me. And half of it is because they're fucking scared. Why are you scared of a fucking person that you created? That's what gets me the most. They're upset because they don't want to be around me because they can't trust my movements or they can't trust my judgment or they can't be around me because they feel I'm going to get them in trouble. But you created this fucking monster. You're more the reason I am who I am today. But yet, my cousin just died last week. Wasn't able to see him. He had fourth stage cancer. Wasn't able to go see him because of the way these fucking people feel. You know what I mean? Didn't go to his funeral because they had a fucking list on who the fuck they wanted to go. And then you couldn't wear jeans and a t-shirt. No, they don't want nobody in jeans and a t-shirt. They want everybody in attire that you feel is appropriate. Appropriate? How the fuck are you gonna say appropriate when you fucking straight made me the person I am today, showed me what to wear. My cousin's my homeboy, he's a gang member. Then you want to turn around and tell us that we can't wear a certain attire to attend his funeral. But it was okay in the beginning when, you wanted to make me shine and fix me up like a cholo and all that. Now you're telling me 15, 20 years later that I can attend a funeral because I can't wear jeans and a white t-shirt. That's what irks me the fucking most is that my fucking so-called family say they love me, but the only time they ever fucking need me is like 2 weeks ago when my fucking niece couldn't find her son. They ain't talked to me for nothing. My sister's a fucking millionaire. She ain't talked to me for shit. But then my niece can't find her son. So what do? They call my daughter talking about, hey, can you tell your dad if he could find my son and send him home? Motherfucker, I ain't even got a home, let alone me going and getting someone else and sending them home. Where the fuck were these people when I needed them the most, when I was down and out at the bottom? They weren't around, but it fucking strikes me really hard that they will turn around and want me to go find their son and send him home. So that's all you want me for. You want me for nothing else. There's nothing of value. There's nothing of credibility that you could come about and say, oh, well, this is what we want you for. No, all they fucking wanted me was to go in whoever's hood he was in, go and find him. Why? Because I can do that and they can't? Wait, that's their son. That's their fucking son. They should go find him. No, but you send me in the fucking lion's den to go find him and take him out. Now, I didn't tell him that I found him, but I found him and I sent his fucking ass home. I didn't go to them and tell them, hey, I found him. Give me the credit for fucking, what credit? Ain't no fucking credit there. I found my niece's son. I found him, sent him home, never gave him any reason why or nothing. Never told him it was me, Mark, for the simple fact that, they've used me for so long, just like your homies will use you in the hood for so long. You have to understand that everybody's replaceable. Everybody. You know what I mean? You get busted today, Flacco and Flacco are out there on the street corner slinging. Go do 10 years, you get out, Little Flacco and Little Flacca are out there on the corner now slinging. Same fucking corner, same fucking dope, just two different people. Why? Because they're replaceable. You become replaceable. It's like a gang. You don't run out of people. You know what I mean? You don't run out of people. They're there. Some are there to volunteer their time. Some are to get forced. Some are just made the way, this is how you're going to have it. You know what I mean? And that's how it's going to be. You know what I mean? And there's so many things that now that I did these videos and I've listened to myself speak and I've listened to other gentlemen and that you've had up here and other women that you've had up here and I've listened to them speak, and I've also learned a lot from them. I also learned that I wasn't the only motherfucker that was dealt this fucked up hand, Mark. There's a lot of fucking people that you have put on the screen that were dealt a fucked up hand. You know what I mean? People that have been abused by their own family members. You know what I'm saying? I got abused the same way, but just not in that fashion. Not sexually or mentally. Mine was more or less, I got abused, but I got abused in a fashion where they set my life up. And that's what it consists of. That's it. You know what I mean? There's no handouts. They don't come and turn around and pull around the corner and say, hey, uncle, or hey, cousin, here's some money. You hungry? Fuck no. They ain't giving me nothing in the last 15, 20 years. And believe me, my family is deep. We got a lot of fucking family, a whole lot. And a lot of them are very well off, but yet they never ever come and just, here, man, here's a few dollars, man. Buy something, you need some gas, you need anything. Like right now, I have a storage, you know what I'm saying? And, I pay the storage myself, and just recently, I paid $560 late fees. 2 days later, they auction off my storage. Right in front of me. Fucking dude sells it. I fucking get up, go look. Dude's all in my shit, has it lined up all the way to his truck. And I tell him, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? My first thing was to break this motherfucker off, because that's what I know. I know, break this motherfucker up, take all his shit, and take his shit too. But the man said, I bought it. I went up to the manager, went to the place, and said, hey, dude's in my shit. I just paid you $560. Dude said you just sold him my fucking storage for $300. Oh, we made a mistake. The lady started crying. I told her, those tears right there, crocodile tears, you can save those motherfuckers. Because what you cannot replace is one thing. You have to understand that I have my ashes from my family members inside my storage. This individual spilled them on the floor. I can't sweep them up. I said, the following week, I had to go sit at dinner with just a couple of my family members and explain to them how I lost my cousin's ashes, how they hit the fucking ground and I can't fucking sweep them up. These people in storage don't know the value of the stuff that I had in there, and they can't fucking replace the shit. You know what I mean? Now they tell me I got till tonight, Mark, to get my shit out of there. I got till tonight, man, to get my shit out of there. Till 9 o'clock tonight to get my shit out of there, And, I went and looked for another storage, because there's stuff that's in there of value that's been in my family for a long time that I cannot lose. These people almost sold it. I cannot lose it. So, I have to go about taking care of that, making sure that I don't lose this. And at the same time, I'm trying to get some legal advice because of the fact that they auctioned off my storage and I paid my bill. You know what I'm saying? They breached contract and all that shit. But yet, just 3 days ago, he comes and tells me, oh man, you got till the 31st, man. When a week previous, because he fucking sold my storage, he told me, on the 1st, I'll get you your own storage, hook you up your own in your own name. Now all of a sudden, he flipped the script because I went and asked for their company's insurance. And he shot me down and he didn't want to give it to me. I was told by, legal representation that if he shoots you down, let us know. So that's where I'm at right now. But the thing about it is that, it's so fucked up because even if Sometimes when you become a gang member and you're doing your thing, you have to understand that sometimes you'll be going steady, you'll be going steady, and then boom, they throw a log right in front of you. And you have to overcome that. You have to either jump the motherfucker, cut the motherfucker up, move it out the way, however you're gonna do it. But just recently, $560, man, for storage, and they fucking sell it 2 days later. My first thing was to go back to the old guy I was, the Casper, that gang member, and break this motherfucker off. You know what I mean? And take whatever he had, because of the simple fact that. Then my second thing was, do I call the police? Being a gang member, we don't call the police. But was a crime committed? Being that they went in there and sold my shit, was there a crime committed? But again, being that I'm a gang member, being that I've been taught that we're the police, you don't need to call the law. My first thing was, I will hesitate to even get on the phone and dial 911, because what the fuck am I doing dialing 911? That's not in my makeup. That's not in my body buildup. You know what I mean? I don't get on the phone and call 911. If you're my family member, you have a problem, my number was 911. That's who you call. You call me. You don't call nobody else. You know what I mean? I got a gun just as big as that motherfucking cop does. You know what I mean? Maybe even more bullets than he got. But I'm just sharing that because this is what a gang member consists of. There's so many things. You know what I mean? If your family, your mom and dad gets robbed and they call the police and dude gets busted, I'm sitting with him in jail. Now your mom and dad are rats. How in the fuck is that possible, Mark? How in the fuck is your mom and dad rats when your father pays his bills, pays his taxes, your mother pays her taxes, pays her bills, they bought their home, they respect their neighbors, they fucking donate to charities, but the rats? Why? Because their home got robbed? And their thing is dial 911, because that's what the police is there for, to protect and serve the ones that cannot be protected. You know what I mean? It's to serve the ones that need to be served. But yet we'll sit in jail and dudes talking about, your mom and dad are rats, man. You better fucking go tell them not to show up to court, man. What the fuck are you talking about? My mom and dad ain't rats. My mom and dad fucking work, man. They fucking got their home because your punk ass homeboy decided to break in there and want to steal all the Christmas presents. What? You think that's fucking cool at Christmas that your homeboy breaks the window, steals all the Christmas presents? They got to rebuy them now? But now my mom and dad are rats. See, I share that with the young gentlemen that are wanting to be gang members and wanting to get in business. You have to remember, there's a lot of shit that comes with this. A lot of shit. I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna sit there and let a motherfucker call your mom and dad a rat and probably play with their lives. You know what I'm saying? Because a rat needs to get rid of, and for them to say about your mom and dad, and your mom and dad were only doing the right thing, calling to get protected and served, but now they're wrong. There's a lot of shit that motherfuckers won't sit up here and tell you and share with you. I'm not saying they don't got the balls. I'm not saying they don't got the audacity. I'm more or less saying, if you're gonna get up here, you're gonna speak the real. You know what I mean? Give the good and bad. Just don't give the good and leave the fucking bad out. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fucking shit that, in the future, I will share. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of dudes out there that, oh man, come over here and do this and do that. No, like I told you before, Mark, I'm a loyal motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? The reason I'm getting my message across is because you allowed me the time and understanding to get my message across. I felt that in the beginning, a lot of people probably thought I was just gonna get up here and glorify what it is to be a gang member. No, I'm gonna get up here and tell you what it's really fucking like. What motherfuckers don't tell you. I'm not gonna give you vital information that will get me hurt or get someone else hurt. No, I'm gonna give you vital information that might even pertain and save your life one day. The guy might be listening right now, a youngster, 13, 14 years old. And he's saying, damn, I didn't know all this comes with what I want to be. Yeah, it's there and it waits. It doesn't go nowhere. It's right there and it doesn't give a fuck how old you are. It doesn't give a fuck what color you are. It doesn't give a fuck what sex you are. It doesn't give a fuck if you're gay, you're straight, lesbian. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It has no conscience. It just steadily eats your fucking life up little by little. It takes pieces and pieces to where eventually all you got is a little piece left. And you're trying to protect that with everything you got, but motherfuckers are just nicking away at it. And then what's really fucked up is from within, It's making away from the other side. So, it's getting hit from both ends, and I'm one to say it because of the fact that, I had to go through a process and realize, who in the fuck did I create? Why did I create this monster? Who had part in this to make me the man I am today? To make me, get up here and speak about things that other motherfuckers will feel ill about. They can't get up here and say, well, yeah, homie, I lost this time. I got, by a bitch this little. You know what I mean? They won't come up here and say that because they don't want to feel in no way, oh man, a little bit tarnish me, No, they just want to shine. They won't get up there and tell you that a fucking another dude, skinny as fuck, put out a big ass gun and took all the money in your pocket. Motherfucker won't get up here and say that. I will, because I've got like that before, and I've got motherfuckers like that before. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, you know what I mean? You live by the gun, you die by the gun. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is, I'll get up here and tell you that I got burned so fucking good where I sat there and I shed a tear because of what I lost. And it was material. But yet, because it was mine, because I obtained it, and because they got me so good for it, I felt ashamed, I felt embarrassed. You mean? Most of all, I felt like, how in the fuck could I allow a motherfucker to get me? You know what I mean? That's how I felt. Look at me. I'm going to tell you who I think I am. You know what I mean? But just by the way I speak and the way my reputation, you'll know exactly who I am. But most of the time, people get up here and sit here and tell you who they think they are. You know what I mean? Who I think I am. But if I asked you right now, you ask me the question right now, who are you? I don't know. I can't get up here and tell you. That's one question that I've been asked several times and I ain't got an answer. I ain't got an answer yet. I can't tell you I'm a father. That's a fucking lie. You know what I mean? I can't tell you that I'm somebody's husband. That's a fucking lie. I can't tell you that this is my friend. It's a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? I can't get up here and tell you things because of the fact that majority of them are fucking lies, man. They're fucking all fucking lies, majority of them. But when I get up here and speak soulfully about me, that's where all the truth comes out. That's where all the understanding where, if someone's going to speak, you can see, you can read them. You can see if a motherfucker's up here bullshitting or a motherfucker's up here telling the real. I get up here and tell the real. The shit I tell you, the lies about, those are the shits that a motherfucker wants to tell you that he thinks he is. You know what I mean? I know who I am today, and, I wanted to get up here and share about these videos because, I see a lot of, complaints, crybabies, whatever you want to call them, haters. If they were so fucking concerned about what you're doing or what I'm doing, well, then they would have been doing what the fuck we're doing right now. They should be so concerned about what the fuck we're doing. Why are you up in our fucking shit when we ain't going out there looking for you? From my understanding, I see motherfuckers lined up coming over here. I don't see you go finding motherfuckers putting flyers up on the fucking pole. Nah, motherfuckers are coming here. You know what I mean? And I like I said, I'm up here to tell the real. I'm up here to let him know how it really is. I'm not up here to brown nose or shine nobody up. No, I feel you shine, I shine. If I shine, you shine. That's just the way it is. But, you got a lot of people that want to make their remarks and hate from the sidelines. But you have the motherfucking right to do the same thing we're fucking doing. It's just, you don't want to do the footwork. A lot of motherfuckers don't want to do the footwork. They want to just get up here and fucking, they just want to gimme. But what are you giving? What are you really giving? Are you really giving a part of you? Or are you just giving some fucking bullshit ass story? Because you want to just give bullshit ass story and get on. Every time I've sat up here, I came from the heart. I came from the heart and let it be known. Like I said, a lot of people are upset. I can't help that. I can't make them feel happy or make them feel sad. That's their own emotion. I can only say what I feel, and whatever they get off that, whichever way they feel after that, is no concern of mine. I can't allow them to let their problems soak inside my brain and allow them to fucking rent space in here when they didn't even pay the toll. You got to pay the toll to be up in here. I just can't allow you up in here because there's one cell and it's mine. Then when there's no room for anybody else, unless I want to request a cellmate or I want somebody with me. Other than that, this fucking cell right here belongs to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I want. I want no other fucking area 5 feet each way, and I'm cool. You know what I mean? But I share that because of the fact that, this is asylum up here, and I create my own world in here. You know what I mean? It's all me. And there's no room for anybody else. You know what I mean? There's no room for anybody at all. And I share it because just recently I've come to understand where people got fuck love, hate love, all this. I just don't want no part of it. I want no part of it. But just recently, man, when I read those fucking comments, man, the fucking love there was so fucking strong that I forgot what it felt like. I honestly forgot what real love felt like. Not no fake fucking love where motherfuckers can tell you he loves you. Then you turn around, he fucking looks you, pins you up and down from your fucking feet to your fucking head when you turn around when you're not looking. Not that type of fake ass love. I'm talking about the type of love where it's unconditional. It has no boundary. It has no boundary. People just say it. And from them saying it, it touched my heart where I tell you, after 5 comments, I had to put the phone down. I couldn't control my emotions because my life has consisted of nothing but fucking gang member, nothing but fucking hurting people, nothing but fucking robbing people, nothing but hurting people's family members. That's all my life has consisted of. It hasn't consisted of nothing else. I've never got up and spoke and touched somebody in their heart. Fuck no. If I was gonna touch them, I wanted to touch them so fucking hard that they would feel me for a long fucking time. In other words, I would hurt them really, really fucking bad. It wouldn't give a fuck. Wouldn't care what you felt or anybody else felt. I'll just hurt a motherfucker and move on to the next motherfucker. But now that I did these videos and now that I have a lot of time to listen to them, go back and hear what I said, it gave me more gratitude within myself that, I could wake up in the morning and look in the mirror now and really look at myself. Before, I didn't see myself. Like I don't see my teardrops, same shit. It's not there, I don't see it. It's there, I don't see it though. But now I can get up in the morning, actually look in the mirror and really know who I really am. You know what I'm saying? Know who I really am within myself. If you ask me the question again, who are you? Boy, I tell you, I'm a gang member. You hear fools say, I'm an ex-gang member. No. Don't let them put that fucking label on you. I'm an ex-gang member. You don't gotta say nothing like that. Dudes get up there and they're doing videos and they fix their life and everything, don't get high, and then they get up and say, you a gang member? Oh, I'm an ex-gang member. So you're admitting that you're a gang member. You're admitting. That's admit right there. You're admitting that you are a gang member. I don't get up there and say, I'm an ex-gang member. No. I get up here and say, I'm gonna be 50 years old and I'm still active. I don't mean I'm out there fucking rolling around with a pistol, spinning it like John Wayne. No, nothing like that. What I mean is, when the time comes down to it, I'm gonna be right there. I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna hide, look over my shoulder, none of that shit. I'm who I am today because of the things I did in the past. Like I said, I don't cry with spilled milk. I don't bullshit and complain. All I go back to is the beginning. They never allowed me the opportunity, man, to be who the fuck I wanted to be. And it's kind of late in life now to try and go back and restart again. And people say, oh, you can start right now. I hear you. You can start right now. But the fucking shit you drag behind, that fucking luggage that you pull, that fucking shit is long. And there's a line of motherfuckers, man, that are just waiting for a motherfucker to slip. Me and my homeboy were attending a spot that only me and him went to. They killed him last week. Shot him 4 times in the chest. A bitch called him to the car. Dude came out the bushes and fucking killed my homie. Now remember, only me and him attended that spot. So that spot was for either him or I. I didn't go to that place for 10 days. Not any specific reason. I just didn't go. 10 days later, it took him a week to let the fucking news know who my homie was. It took him a whole week to identify him. That's how these motherfuckers put their shit together. It was so tight that it took him a whole week just to identify my homie. And he fucking works there. You see what kind of life gang members live? He fucking is employed there, and it took him a fucking week to find out who he was. And he killed him in front of his place of employment. What kind of fucking shit is that? You know, I beg to differ. I tend to ask the question. Homie's employed there and it took you a week to identify his body when he killed him right in front of the fucking place he works at? You know what I'm saying? With a brand new fucking car? You know, they shot him 4 times in the chest with a 45. Killed him on the spot. Then again, I go back and I tell you, remember when your reputation exceeds you? Remember I was sharing, you know, that you do all this shit and then in the long run it's gonna bite you in the ass? You know, I seen this fucking dude face to face and I know this motherfucker. I beat him up. But wait a minute, he's only 20 years old. How could I beat him up 20 years ago? How is that possible? I know it's him, because I know his fucking face. I beat him up. So I went back and I said, this motherfucker is dude's son. I beat his dad up. It's just that 20 years later, he's looking at me. I'm pulling out of my car with my girl. He steps right in front of my car, right in front of the bumper, goes down to tie his shoe. Now I'm pulling out. Get the fuck out of my way, dude. Ties his shoe, stands up, looks around, goes down to tie his other fucking shoe in front of my fucking car. I done pulled out from the liquor store. I'm about to run. He pulls down to tie his other fucking shoe. Now, believe me, Mark, my way of thinking is, if she wasn't sitting in this fucking car, I'd use this fucker as a speed bump. Back and forth, back and forth. For the simple fact that he's disrespecting me to the fullest, especially when I'm with a woman. He's lucky that she was there because bottom line, I don't trust her. Not with my life. If I run dude over, who am I say she ain't gonna say something? You know what I mean? I might as well throw her in front of the car and run her over too. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. But dude fucking did that. And my first instinct was to run his fucking ass over. Run this motherfucker over. Who the fuck does this little fucking kid think he is? But when I put it all together, he's upset because I beat up his dad 20 years ago. And I'm looking at this fucker face to face, and we lock eyes, man. And I know this motherfucker. Nah, man, it's his dad that I know. But just look, 20 years later, got nothing to do with this kid. He fucking wants to get right in front of my motherfucking car. And it was this fucking close, man, to probably losing his life, to tell you the truth. Is this fucking close, man. Motherfuckers don't get that close very often. Very often. And it gets me upset because it hurts inside because I know that just one little fucking spark would have had me run this fucker over. You know what I mean? And I shouldn't think like that. But because of the fact that gang member, my respect, my honor, who the fuck, I'm gonna tell you who I am, I can't allow a motherfucker to do that. You know what I mean? I allowed him to do that, and I let it go. I let it go. But then I noticed they started tripping. Tried to tell my homie they're tripping. He paid no heed to my warning. He's no longer here with us. And that's no secret. You know, she came on the news and everything, and I'm not getting to say who did this or who did that. Nah, my homie got killed. The motherfuckers know who I'm talking about. The motherfuckers that know me personally and see me there, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. Comes around, goes around. But anyways, besides that, you know, these motherfuckers, you know, just utilized my past to put me in a position and try to get me caught up because of the shit I did in the past. And that shit haunts you, man. I get up and I share. I can say it over and over again, explain it in so many different ways. Remember when you make that decision, man, to be that person you want to be, man. My best advice is be all you can be and more. Give it 100%. Don't half step nothing, because this is a very fucking dangerous game. This motherfucker could cost you your life in so many fucking aspects. Death penalty, life without, your fucking last dying breath, all your loved ones and your family and your freedom. There's no other price. I'm here to say there's no other fucking price. There's no fucking palace with gold toilets. No. A gangster fucking paradise? No. No. All that awaits you is fucking sorrow, sadness, loss. All that shit comes in hand with this. You know? Believe me, There's good times. Oh yeah, everybody has good times. But for some reason, the bad overcomes the good tenfold. Tenfold. Believe me, I'll be the one to tell you tenfold. That shit comes and that shit does not stop. It's like on swift wings, it just comes and pff, next thing you know, you're like, fuck. They want to give me fucking 15 years for a fucking 20 of glass? $20 of glass, that's like that much. Want to give me 15 years, they end up giving me 7. I did 7, okay? For a 20 a glass. You know, if I get busted with a 20 a glass right now, you know what they do? Don't do it again. When fucking 10 years ago, they gave me 7 fucking years with 80%. Now you want to catch me with even more and go, don't do it again? What happened to the 7 years of my life you fucking took? You know, see, that's what I understand. That's what's so fucked up for a gang member as well. 15 years ago, you gave me fucking, want to give me 15 fucking years, give me 7 years with 80 for a 20 a glass. Now today I get busted walking down the street with a 30 a glass and they're going to slap my hand, take me to the station, or even cite me out right there on the spot. When they gave me fucking 7 years, just some years back, that's what's so fucked up at. And I share that with people. You know, they slap you on the fucking hand for possession. They gave me the first time, they gave me 7 with 80. The second time, they gave me 4 with 80. Years for a fucking little rat ass issue that today they slap you on the hand. It's so fucked up. The government's so fucked up. Society's so fucked up. Mainly when you're a gang member, it's fucked up because they add everything. You get caught with a gun, 10 years. You get caught with a gun with a bullet inside it, 25. What the fuck? One bullet went from motherfucking 10 to 25 for one bullet. And if you have one chamber, oh my God, I don't even know if you're gonna see daylight again. Why? Because you're past, you're a gang member. And they put that gang enhancement, gang charges. You know, you have to remember you have that behind you. When you become a gang member, all that, you get busted for a crime, remember, it's either gonna be 5 or 10, they're gonna enhance you because of the fact you're a gang member. And I'm not getting up here speaking about shit that I heard. No, I'm getting up here speaking about shit that I've experienced. I did my fucking years for being a gang member. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's give him 5 more just for being a gang member. Oh, and add a year on for his prison prior. You know, and to them, you know, from 15 to 20 don't sound different to them. But to a motherfucker who's getting the time, 15 to 20 is a big fucking difference. You know what I mean? That's a long fucking time. You know, my little girl's doing 20. You know what I mean? She got, what, maybe 7 more left. But she's doing 20. You know what I mean? And she scored up for what they had her for. She came up. You know what I mean? She got out better than what I thought she was gonna get. But you know, I share that because look what it is. Even my little girl is a gang member, man. Doing 20 fucking years. Who am I to blame? Me? Society? Gang members? The law? Who am I to blame? Is it my fault? Is it really my fault? Is it really, did my genes really rub off on her from what they tell me? She's like me because me? Do I honestly believe that? Damn, my little girl is doing 20 years for 2 murders because what her dad used to be or what her dad was in the past? My genes really rubbed off on her that deep, where she got her own mind, her own heart, but yet I'm the reason she's doing 20 years for murders. It's my fault, because that's what they tell me today. Tell me today that it's my fault that she's sitting where she's sitting. Oh no, Mark, I can't tell you if it is or it isn't. They just constantly put it out there. That's your fault, man. It's your fault, your fault. How's it my fault? Oh, look, you used to be. I'm not admitting to nothing. I'm not saying I was anything or did anything. But because of my reputation and because of my past, motherfuckers just want to put me out there and say, oh, she's sitting in there because of you. You know, and I share that because, you know, every time I get the opportunity to come up and share things with you, Mark, and you know, and the people that subscribe to your channel, you know, I share with you guys shit that is real, shit that has taken place in my life, shit that I cannot erase no more, shit that I can't make any better because it's already all fucked up. You know, but remember, you know, when you're out there doing your thing and you're having children, whatever happens to your children, you're going to be to blame. They're going to blame you. If you want to be a gang member, you're gonna get blamed that your kid got in a gang. My daughter's not even from my gang; she's from a whole different gang. But yet, it's my fault that she became a gang member, and my fault where she sits today. You know, and I ask myself, am I the one to really blame? I don't know, Mark. You know, I just get up here, you know, and like I say, there's not anything I can tell you or anything I can say to show my appreciation for what you did for me. All these half-stepping motherfuckers, all these liars that come up here, and all these fucking bullshitty motherfuckers that run their mouth and don't even know you personally. I could give a fuck what they say. You know what I mean? Because my understanding, my report with you is ours. Whatever they got to say on the sideline, that's where they're at. They're in the peanut gallery. They're on the nosebleed section. There's no room for them right here. Because to tell you the truth, this fucking spot's only for the sexy people. All the other motherfuckers can stand to the side. You know what I'm saying, Mark? I'm just being real. You know, when I come here, I speak real. Me and you, we talk real. Only the sexy people are right here, man. There's no room for anybody else. You know what I mean? This is our domain. So whatever these fools say or whatever they share, whatever fucking comments they have, go ahead and say them, keep them, sell them, put them in your pocket. I could give a fuck. Because I know the real. I know the real. I'm here. I see. I observe. I'm looking. I see what's going on. These motherfuckers that are talking are just from the sideline. You know what I mean? But what it really is in the long run, it's all going to reveal itself. Because one don't come out in the wash will surely come out in the fucking rinse. You know what I mean? It will. You know what I mean? It will come to light and everybody will see what it really is. You know what I mean? And I'm going to continue to come for as long as you choose to have me here. And I'll come and I'll share different shit every time. Sometimes, please people understand that I'm thinking so much and my eyes are closed because I'm deep in thought, you know, and I'm thinking, okay, have I shared this before or haven't I, you know? But I want to share it because I don't want anybody to miss what's there for them. And the shit is free. You know, they say game is to be sold, not told. I don't believe in that. If I was giving a game, it's only right for me to give it away. If you don't share it, you can't enjoy it, man. I share today because I enjoy it. I read the comments, and that's where my enjoyment comes from. Nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? It comes from within. As long as I can share it, then I can enjoy it. You know what I mean, Mark? Thank you, brother, huh?
You're the best.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, man.